We were punished by our mistakes. And what can I say more? More than that, easy match to win. We did everything to win, but when you lose big chances like we did in front of the goal, and not just big chances, also possession moments where it was easy to keep possession. I would say childish loss of possession, so easy. And then you are punished in the end. And again, in the end, no maturity, because Smalling was in trouble. He comes out of the game. They put in the last minute, they put Maguire as an extra man. The players on the pitch, they cannot react to that and analyze the game and make a quick adjustment. So I think childish in their box and childish in our box. So mistakes plus mistakes. We were punished in 2 points in an easy match to win.
And you're back with us on Sons of Pitch. Yes. I think this is the final episode before 2017 ends.
Yes.
Our final episode of 2017. Hey, shut up lah, fucker. Plia.
It's bliat. It's bliat.
Fucking. As usual, you're joined in by me, Johan and CK, and Henry. Izham again is away on vacation. Sweet the fucker.
Where the money come from?
Hey, cut him some slack. He's been out on
Correspondence.
correspondence
Okay.
for the past
Who's
3
gonna
months.
cut me some slack? Huh?
Ask Izham to cut you some slack. What are you looking at me for?
We have a lot to cover this week for 3 people. We have back-to-back fixtures in the Premier League.
Back to fact.
Thanks to English Boxing Day traditions. We also had what I think is overhyped El Clasico for the La Liga.
Or what we call it as La Liga Lona.
We also have the Serie A to look into. Fortunately for us, the Bundesliga is on winter break and Ligue 1 was not interesting. So we're skipping those 2 competitions this time around. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go into the Serie A. Now in Italy, over the weekend, a huge match happened. Juventus versus AS Roma. Very good match. I would say a very competitive struggle between both teams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then? What do you want me to comment?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
It's a 1-0 game. I mean, like,
You have to-
what do you expect from 2 Italian giants fighting each other? You're expecting
Yeah.
a good game, right? But
This was a good game though. This was a decent game.
but it was surprising for Roma not finding net, right?
I was
Against
surprised too.
Okay.
a big side like Juventus.
Do you think Roma had much shabbier defense?
Fazio was good for a while. Then after he started to lose his head later in the second half.
Okay.
I felt like
Compared to Juventus though.
I can't comment much. I don't know what to comment about this game because all I see is Juve attacking more than they're doing the defense.
Really? Because Roma were actually...
Unlucky.
I mean,
The chances that they were given to
offense-wise, both were quite even, I would say. But it's just that Juventus had that sharpness,
Yeah.
that clinical
It was just one goal only.
prolificness.
And they had Benassia. And that was like a ping pong game inside the box.
Yeah,
also.
I know, 1-0, but if Liverpool won 1-0, you would say take the 3 points.
But recently we haven't been winning 1-0. So.
Yeah, I know, but last time you did. Yeah, I know. Last time you didn't, so you cannot be double standard.
Last time no? If Juventus was in Premier League, 1-0 wouldn't have happened, I would say. With the likes of against
It's the
Arsenal.
two-faced people like you that ruined the game of football. You know?
What
Hey,
the fuck?
What is this way?
It's both different leagues, okay? I would say in Italian league, defense matters over attacking. You see,
Even though
traditionally, right?
even though the structure has changed, but it's still the same.
But if you
most
put
of the time.
against Italian side, against City or the likes of United, I would say
They'll park the bus first and then they go counter attack.
I would
Okay,
say
maybe
they
not park the bus lah.
would have scored one. I mean, like,
They help.
I wouldn't say hell lah. Fucker, stop ruining my point.
Mourinho was in Italy too, you know, for 2 seasons. Won the Champions League, remember?
Yeah, but still, he would score more than just one goal lah. I mean,
Fair, that's fair.
If you're saying about sharpness in front, right, you should score more to have a cushion when it comes to your screw-ups behind. Yeah, I mean, that's very casual for Liverpool already. But for the likes of Italian league, I don't know how long can the defense hold against a strong side all the time.
Okay.
You're given the chance that Juve actually playing
Because
against
if you accuse Roma of being unlucky, then I could say the same for Juventus as well, for creating as much chances and not scoring in the
Yeah,
end.
that is the case in this game. What?
Yeah.
It's a very healthy amount of chances, but they were unfortunate not to convert them.
Do you think Roma dearly miss Salah?
Yes, obviously.
If this is
Especially-
the type of form that he's churning out for Liverpool, imagine if he stayed in Roma.
Okay.
That,
I mean-
it would have been so much better.
I mean,
for
the
Roma.
pressure wouldn't be as much as he is in Liverpool right
Yes,
now.
yeah.
I think the pressure has propelled him to this
Perform
form
better.
right now.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is why.
Do you
Salah
think what separates Juventus from other Italian teams this season is the fact that they know how to time their passes? They know how to time their runs.
They
And
have
they
the
have,
right-
they have
they have the right players
overall
to
the
use it.
chemistry is better compared to other teams.
I cannot deny that. But then again, in this game, Roma also had decent chemistry. They only lost Salah. But most of the teams have stayed last season as well.
Really?
I mean, the members of the team.
Because it was more on the ball falling towards Dzeko, and then he would have to think of something. But unlike Juventus, you could see how
They depend
how
on-
well they pad up front. Quadrado,
Cuadrado.
Mandzukic, Higuain, even without the likes of Dybala, which by the way, who's rumored to be linked to Manchester United.
Yeah.
For £60 million, because he has
that's a
apparently
bargain way.
he has apparently developed a rift with Mas Allegri for not starting 3 consecutive games, so he's not happy. Allegri actually said he has done a lot and will do a lot more for Juventus, but right now I'm choosing other players that are just as important as him. We need more solidity tonight as Roma are a very physical team. What do you think that implies?
Dybala
That
is
he
short.
is a one-man show.
The Dybala is short.
Higuain is short too.
He is?
Argentinians in general are short.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hey,
Okay.
Rojo, Messi,
Di
Mashallah,
Maria
no.
is
Dybala,
tall. Di Maria is tall.
Higuain.
That's the odd figure. Odd one. Should have played keeper. No?
But yeah, do you think Dybala is more of a one-man star as opposed to developing a chemistry?
When you play
with the rest of the
Dybala
team?
up front in the league, it's more of focus to Dybala already, don't you think? Like when Higuain comes in, it's more of a impact is even out to Mandzukic, to Quadrado. But with Dybala, he becomes a target man.
It depends, dude.
A lot of things can transpire from
Coming
this.
from a side from our side that has a very short front four.
That's true. That's true.
Okay. Dybala only found the net twice in September. His form has dipped quite a bit. So we'll see if he ever moves to Manchester United, which I think will
But
not
why?
be likely. It's
Why
just
would?
one-
Okay, why would he want to move to United?
Because
For-
according to Mourinho, 264 million is not enough.
Yes.
Moving on to the Coppa Italia, AC Milan versus Inter Milan, a 1-0 win for AC Milan, alas.
But this is the first time I actually hear AC Milan not
Performing
top.
well.
Yeah.
In this podcast,
Yeah.
this is the first time we are talking
since
AC Milan.
Gattuso came in
Yeah.
when we covered the Italian league, since he came
So the
in,
retreat worked lah.
huh?
The retreat worked.
Probably did lah. It's like no Christmas for you.
Because Inter Milan also lost
2 games
over
also.
the
Yeah,
weekend
yes, over the
already
weekend. Yeah.
against Sampdoria as well.
But you can see clearly who wants to win a Coppa Italia card, right?
Yes.
Right.
I mean, what else is there to lose already? They're already in the 11th spot. Inter has the league to worry about. Why don't you just take this cup? They're going to face.
refinance our
Yeah.
strategy after our
What
spending.
changed for AC Milan?
What changed? They tried. I feel they were going for goals. They were crossing it. Very similar to what they did, but I feel they were
Much
more
better.
sharper. I feel.
Yeah, much better.
And Inter Milan defense was there, but there are a few like judgment or like what do you
Errors
call-
lah, errors in judgment.
errors, but
Yeah.
there were unlucky chances for them as well. They skied the ball.
Yes.
A lot of chances like a clear header towards the goal. It's just like went out.
And also for, in this case, AC Milan were also good in defense. They were decent in defense lah. Bar that one goal that if the VR wasn't there, it would probably been the goal already.
I feel that was an onside goal compared to offside. What do you think?
It was called by the VAR. I can't complain about that.
For me, I mean, it was on the line actually because the person actually crossed towards the next player. I mean, he was trying to score a goal,
Yes.
but his teammate was just there.
Yeah.
that deflected the
It
ball.
was an
in.
offside position
So,
already lah.
was it his fault for being there? I feel like it shouldn't be penalized because of that.
That was a
because-
debate last season as well with Coutinho and Benteke, 2 seasons back.
Oh, really?
Yes, that was a debate when the new offside rule was implemented. In the law, it states that if there is a player in the offside position, you're considered offside. Even though you are the person in the offside position, as long as your teammate is in the offside position in that line, then you're
If that's the
deemed
case, then
offside.
City is not applying that rule, already.
Yeah,
You know how
which
many-
is why I'm very confused about also. Which
Yeah.
is why I cannot debate with you on this, because I really need to read up on the new rules.
Because you were talking like this, then City is playing a lot of tap-in balls. They crosses in the straight line to the next player. To
I think
score
it relates
the
to who is playing the ball.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
If
who
let's say
is
they are in the
play.
onside position, then probably it would have been.
So the problem with this game was Inter Milan when they crossed the ball. Right? I can't remember who's the player, but when he crossed the ball, it was straight line, I'll say, but it went into a collision between the keeper and the
Yeah.
teammate. Then the ball went in. Then I was like, understandable. It's
Yeah.
a goal scored, you know. This kind of things happen. But for the referee to call a VAR on that, I'm just like, okay. Then he disallowed the goal.
Yeah,
Then I'm
yeah.
just like, this is a fucking unfortunate for Inter Milan.
yeah.
They could have won the game with 1-0.
And this game also is actually quite interesting to note that this is not Gianluigi Donnarumma who's playing because he's out with a groin injury. Storari, who was the second choice keeper, was also injured in the warm-up, so they had to call in Antonio Donnarumma, which is Gianluigi's brother, to play. And he's the third choice keeper, and he made his debut. He resigned because of contract extension for Gianluigi.
Right.
Yeah, which is why he's back in AC. But I have a feeling that this whole thing is going to be an ongoing thing because there's rumors stating that Gianluigi is actually wanting to cancel the contract extension. He wants to leave. He still wants to leave. And because of that, 2 weeks back, I don't know if a lot of our listeners know about this, but there was a video that went viral about this tifo that was brought up by the AC Milan fans. They asked Gianluigi to leave
Fuck.
Milan. Yeah, he said contract extension and bring your brother back and you still give us shit. We're losing your patience, get the fuck out. So and because of that, Gianluigi actually broke down on the pitch.
Oh, that's why he
Obviously,
cried.
Yeah, that's why I have a
he
feeling it's also he's probably not going to play for a while. It's sad, but once you lose patience with the fans and you have an agent like Mino Raiola, this is what's going to happen lah.
Moving on to our next talk set, Real Madrid versus Barcelona, the El Clasico. Real Madrid returning to Spain as world champions,
La Liga
but
Lona.
losing at home, 3-0 to Barcelona.
La Liga Lona. Okay,
Really?
lah.
Was it La Liga Lona?
No, it wasn't. Only the last goal was La
it-
Liga Lona.
I think Barcelona deserved every bit of this victory.
Yes, they did.
They completely outclassed Real.
The whole time I see Madrid on the ball, I'm not convinced that they're playing their way, you know. But with Barca,
I watched the match. I watched the second half of the match.
The one where Carvajal was already sent off? Or?
Yeah. That was the part when I watched. Even when Suarez scored that first goal, I saw how that goal was scored. And that goal itself demonstrates
Why
what
he's top
separates Barca from Real this season.
And why Suarez is top class. Where's
You
the
look
Ballon
at
d'Or?
how Ronaldo plays in the game, right? There are so many unnecessary things that he does. You know, like tries to do like trick dribbles, trying to trick the Barca defender.
This is quite evident in
This is a sign of Ballon d'Or arrogance. You're not playing as part of the Real Madrid team anymore.
You have 5 Ballon d'Ors.
You're just playing as one of the football stars known in the world.
I
But
agree with him.
but Barca, look at that build-up play. You look at how they played in the first half. Yes, Madrid pressed very hard in the first half. Barca had no chance. They really struggled trying to go up front.
It's also
But-
Madrid's fault for not converting the chances lah. That's one thing.
I wouldn't say so because a lot of those chances were like just trigger happy situations.
Mm-hmm.
Like there wasn't really anyone genuinely in the box with the conviction to finish. But for Barca's end, I think the first half was just a phase where they tested waters. So Valverde wanted to see how Zidane played his team. So Zidane's fault is not changing tactics earlier. He wanted to do the substitution, but that's why he brought on Bale and Asensio.
Yes.
Okay, but that time Carvajal was already sent off and it
yeah.
was already too late. He should have made those substitutions at halftime itself. But Valverde came in and said, okay, second half we're going to switch up. We're going to push our fullbacks forward and we're going to use our midfield as holders. So you distribute the ball. He positions themselves in such a way that I assign Busquets at the back to hold, then Messi, Suarez, everyone else and Rakitic occupies a certain compartment in midfield so that they can make runs. So not everyone is playing in a straight line, but they are all ahead of each other and they can interchange those positions.
Yeah.
So when a person gets the ball, I see the ball, I see where I'm in position, I know I can make the run, then I'll make the run. That is exactly how they scored the first goal.
And the second goal as well in a similar fashion.
Yeah.
But my question would be, why did Keylor Navas not go back and goal? Because he should have. Because he knew.
You're talking about the third goal, is it?
No,
Third
the
goal or
one where
second
Carvajal
goal?
got sent off, the build up to the penalty.
Uh-huh.
Keylor could have easily gone back because he had men helping him out already. He's already there. I don't even know why he still had to drop on the floor because there was no way Messi was going to take a shot from there.
I think he didn't foresee the rebound.
No, I don't think he did either. Yeah.
He didn't foresee the rebound. Like, he thought it was going to be a one-off save and
Yeah.
that would be it. But Carvajal, the way he saved that ball was really...
He flew as if he wanted to hit the shoulder and stuff like that, but it was so
Better
obvious.
than
it was
Mignolet.
a
Why
handball.
would you...
Better than Mignolet.
No, why would you commit to such a fault, such an error, when you are in the penalty box?
And
Why
in
did
El
he take
Clasico.
that risk?
Yeah.
Did he think that he was going to escape?
No, I think he knew he was going to get the red card already. You just saw
The
him.
way from the
Wow.
reaction. My question is why the
Desperate.
response in the first place?
Desperate.
The desperate need.
Yeah, they're desperate. What?
There are chances where they get off with this kind of plays, you know. Sometimes it was just like unintentional kind of plays.
I put my hand out just by
Yeah.
accident.
By
Yeah.
accident, then you clear the ball.
Ball-
you stop
ball to hand.
You stop goal potential.
Yeah.
That was blatant goalkeeper training. You know?
Okay, fine. I mean, like, it's like Suarez, you know, tapping the ball with the hand or something like that. It's
Yeah.
just,
That split-second decision that you make.
yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. I would say that you're desperate
Yeah.
and you tend to do this kind of things.
I guess he
Right.
got caught up with the magnitude of the match as well.
I'm very disappointed in Casemiro as well. Like,
He was supposed to be playing
he-
well.
he was very rigid. He marked Messi all the time, but he didn't care where the ball was.
Mm.
Like, that is super dangerous. You're one man taking on the greatest player in the world, and you think you can succeed?
Yes.
You gotta be flexible in your gameplay, man.
That's fair.
Why don't you make the necessary tackles when you need to do so to stop Messi? Don't just keep your eyes on Messi. There are other players around the pitch as well. And I think Real Madrid, for me, the most disappointing part was how they were all just staying in their positions, man. When Barca were already going up front, no one moved. No one moved at all. I don't know.
We didn't expect Madrid to win, actually. I mean,
I didn't see
Yeah.
Madrid winning this game.
Yeah, exactly. Their
If
form is
Gareth
like
Bale
shit.
started,
Yeah.
could the situation have changed?
Sorry?
If Gareth Bale and Asensio started, could the situation have changed?
Very hard to say also.
Replace with who?
Yeah, replace Benzema.
Kovacic and
Oh.
Casemiro.
Probably.
Probably.
I'll say.
But, I mean, then that means they had to score in the first half.
Yeah.
They had to destroy them in the first half first. Then Valverde wouldn't have anything to think of. But in this case, they gave them the opportunity to test waters.
Is Zidane's job on the line?
Definitely.
Huh? He's like, what do you call it? Madrid's golden boy there.
Yeah, but
Amazing.
still.
Not anytime soon, I'll say.
Probably will demote him back to the youth team,
Yeah, I guess.
right?
I guess.
Okay. Moving on to our next talk set, the Premier League.
Best niya! 2 point for 2 games.
Manchester United's questionable form over the weekend and Boxing Day. Two back-to-back 2-2 draws
Bagos.
for the Red Devils. First, Leicester City over the weekend, a 2-2 draw away. And
Beza.
then Manchester United versus Burnley at home, another 2-2 draw. Last minute goal for Jesse Lingard as
Yes.
well.
Best.
Could have been a loss, Could have been a loss.
Could have been a loss to
Yeah.
Burnley, you know. That would be interesting.
Mourinho, after the Leicester match, called the players childish. I don't quite understand why he came up with that response.
He's Jose Mourinho. Has he ever come up with something that you expect him to say already?
Look,
No.
I can understand why he said that lah. He is frustrated. Like, he won't admit to the press that
He's
the title is
frustrated.
away already. He won't admit it, but I think deep down he knows that it's over already.
Move
It's
on,
been
man.
over since he lost the derby, dude.
Move on, man.
No, it's been over since we drew against Liverpool.
Wow, you want to bring it back all the way there,
What?
Yeah, that is where we went downhill. But I think
You're
what
welcome.
he told the press was true. He said at halftime he told the players this is a very easy match to win, which is 100% true. You look at how we played in the second half, we pressed and pressed and pressed, the amount of chances, ridiculous chances to miss.
Regrettable?
I think it's a situation of United, the pressure of looking up, of performing on par with their neighbours. Maybe the pressure comes from there.
I guess it's the ego boost that
But-
you get for performing on par with
Not
your
just
neighbours lah.
not just the pressure from Mourinho. I think the players themselves as well. They want to do as well as City players do.
Well, they're not as sharp as they start the season from. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
That's what you can see.
They've lost their ability to finish.
Pogba has just been back for a few games, right?
Yeah,
Not only just Pogba, I'm just saying the whole team itself.
the whole
they-
team itself.
It's
yeah.
not as sharp,
Sharp,
as
yeah.
what we saw early on this season. Everybody was like, "Fuck, man! If United was this
With
good,
this, the whole season.
the whole season out
they'll
will
win it. Yeah,
will
yeah.
be fucked." I tell you.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
But for United, I mean, like a game like Leicester, right? It should be an easy game for them, lah. I feel. Shouldn't.
What
be-
about the Burnley performance?
Huh. I don't know what your defense were thinking.
Yeah,
lah.
yeah,
I mean,
really.
the
Because it
Gea-
was a very all United game, bar the shaky start, bar that. And
Was
you,
the
have,
one-
you have to understand. I still hold on to what I said last week. United have been unlucky compared to City this season because we have injuries, and not just one or two injuries. It's like a couple of back-to-back injuries.
Yeah.
That's why we struggle with squad rotation.
Well,
and stuff.
you
Yeah.
cannot deny that. It's not like your squad has a lot of depth. You only have depth in attack. Defense-wise,
Actually, defense we have a lot of depth.
Yeah, you have.
Lindelof,
Lindelof, sorry, yeah.
Shaw.
It's good to see Shaw playing though.
Yeah, it's good to see Shaw playing.
Yeah,
again.
even got man of the match. Yeah, I think it's confidence plummeting. lah. And
In their head, it's just like, shit, we are supposed to beat these teams, but why are we doing it? And they themselves are bringing themselves down
yeah,
because
especially
of that.
I think that's very true. Especially when you look at Rashford's body language. Started off the season brilliantly. Look at him now. He's
Very sluggish.
so slow, so sloppy.
Is it
on the
because
pitch.
Lukaku is there?
But
I don't want to say anything about this debate. We
But-
had this before.
I don't
want to say
understand
anymore.
why when he doesn't perform, Lingard can perform.
Lukaku?
No,
Lingard is getting game time.
Oh,
that's why.
Rashford.
Rashford, yeah.
Lingard is getting game time. That's different. If Lingard is not scoring goals, would Mourinho have put him in the lineup?
But no, I mean Rashford. He has been starting.
But
Also.
you're comparing it to Lingard, right?
Uh-huh.
They're both the same batch, ma.
Yeah.
He has been playing those two players the same way, ma. They come out as substitutes once in a while, ma. But it is always Lingard who delivers for us.
Drop Rashford lah.
For all the rumours we hear about him ditching Mkhitaryan comes in, performs well, offers more options for us on the pitch. Same thing to Mata as well. And then he drops Herrera sometimes. Yeah. I mean, the way Mourinho plays hasn't changed. And I don't think those decisions he makes are any different.
So that's why you want the 30 million lah. to
But
buy
the
more players.
what he did wrong was still Liverpool. And even the pundits say, Dwight York, in a conversation with one of the pundits over the weekend, said he had a conversation with Fergie. And he asked Fergie whether Mourinho will ever change or not. He's not going to change. Because Mourinho's trophies have been won with his current tactics.
True. Is it outdated? Probably.
But character-wise, he has lost totally hands down to Pep. Because what Pep has demonstrated this season is, you will all say I underestimated the Premier League last season. I accept that criticism. I come back this season. I hold on to my principles. I just change the way I do things.
Yeah. I show you now.
Yeah,
what
I'll
I
show
mean.
you now.
Yeah, I'll show you now what
so
I mean.
character-wise, he is much more mature compared to Mourinho.
You cannot deny
What
that.
do you think of that statement when he said 300 million is not enough?
Time to restructure.
Yeah.
And play around Pogba. Then we're gonna win Champions League.
Put Lukaku in as well.
No, I'm serious.
I think it's just a statement though to pressure the players to play better.
Yeah, it means
from
that-
my perspective, they already have the players already united, right?
Yeah.
But it's just a way to cycle the players.
And he's banking in this philosophy that he has brought in since his Chelsea days, which is, if you don't perform, I'm going to drop you. And I have money to buy other players to replace you. Very just like that.
I
If you
feel-
look at the players who dropped, even including Lukaku back in Chelsea. He
So-
can do it because he got money. He just says, look, I have the cash. 300 million definitely is not enough.
I can restructure the whole team.
Yeah. I can drop all of you guys, put you guys out on loan. I can still find a better team.
Do you think
guys.
when you compare City's trade activities and United's trade activities in the transfer market over the summer, City got the better deals?
Obviously.
Yeah. What else can you say about that?
So if that's the case, if that's true, is it fair for people to expect United to compete on the same level as City?
So you're saying that United needs to buy the same amount of what do you call it, the spending?
Yeah,
this
50-50
level
in a way.
with City,
In
then
a
only
way,
you can compete.
if you
for
want,
top
if you expect
But
them to
you have to think about it this way. City's team was not only built on money, it was built on money in the long term. Most of the players that they have were from 2 seasons back, 3 seasons back. They just added in new players to fortify whatever they have. United, on the other hand, are doing the same thing, but they're spending unnecessary amount of money on 1 or 2 players.
I think the difference here is when you
That's
say
like
that.
Virgil van Dijk.
I think the difference is City had a good manager before Pep.
Yes.
Yeah, yep.
We didn't have that.
You had Van Gaal.
Yeah, Van Gaal. So I think that draws the difference. Van Gaal was just
You see
he's
the
just
players.
ejaculating in the transfer market.
You see the players that Moyes and Van Gaal both brought in. And you see the players that Pellegrini and who else? Mancini, Pellegrini.
It was all purchases with purpose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Whereas for United, it was a transitional phase.
Oh yeah. What
Once
else?
again,
Yeah.
what a time to be alive for a Manchester United fan.
Right.
Moving on to the next top
Started off
set.
strong.
Moving on to our next
give
top
up.
set. Arsenal versus Liverpool, which happened over the
This
weekend.
one Tiki has to talk about it.
A 3-3 draw for both sides. I assume both of you were shaking your heads when watching the highlights.
I didn't watch. You watched the highlights,
I
but
watched
you
the
didn't
highlights.
watch the match.
I didn't
You
watch
watched
the
the
match.
match.
I watched the match at fucking 3 a.m. in the morning. But I would say we threw the game literally. I mean, this is one of the best matches during the game week itself. We were expecting to win. I was expecting to win when we scored 2 goals.
We were all expecting to win. The way we played.
The way we played,
The way we played, yeah.
Have you seen the first half against
My God.
Liverpool against Arsenal? Arsenal was just like absent. Everybody was absent-minded.
That's why when they scored the second goal, when Liverpool scored the second goal, the whole Emirates were booing.
We thought we were going to win with 2-0
Yeah.
going into the game. It was just like, end the game there. We're
Yeah.
just like, but
One error from Gomez, one error from
I keep
Mignolet.
saying this, right? We need to score goals. We, as a Liverpool squad, we need to score goals. When we don't score goals, we come back and bite your
Yes.
in the ass.
Yes.
So in the first half, there were like a lot of chances that we didn't capitalize on.
No, you take a look at Everton's game as well. The reason why we drew was because we didn't finish our chances.
We didn't pass the ball. Mane didn't pass
Mane
the ball.
didn't pass the ball. Okay, we won the hit.
But this was front-wise. Everybody didn't properly connect, I would say.
Yeah, I heard Mane wasn't performing very well as well in that game. He was kind of out of sorts.
Yeah, Mane
Yeah.
is a bit off lately.
Yeah.
I think it's because of Salah. Because previously, before Salah came in, Mane was the highlight of Liverpool's squad.
And he was playing on the right.
And he's playing on the right.
Salah's not
And
playing on the
everybody
right.
was like, oh, Mane, Superman, you know,
Super
shit.
Mane, yeah.
This guy is the savior for Liverpool, but nobody expected we to bring Salah in, and Salah now is the top,
saviour, the carrier.
yeah, the player on top of Mane already.
Yeah,
What I'm saying.
it could be a bit of a mental block.
There
there
is
lah.
not. I don't think so. I think it's the competitiveness between the two wings. I think Mane feels threatened because the position he's in, supposedly on the right,
Yeah.
is taken away. That's one thing.
Yes,
and he
yes.
has the pressure to perform on the left, the
Because
same
he's
caliber on the right.
He's expected to be performing
Yes.
in that wing as well.
So
yeah,
there's a lot of times you will see the whole front four rotating. There's sometimes Salah play in the middle, then Mane plays on the right. Klopp actually gives the chance to rotate. But Mane needs to capitalize on that, I would
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
Right? If you don't capitalize on that,
this is almost the same lineup as we played against Arsenal in the start of the season, minus Coutinho.
yeah, minus continue.
This
How
was
did you
almost a
concede
similar
those 3
one.
goals?
How did we concede the 3 goals? Oh, that was... First goal was literally inexperience from Joe Gomez.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the
Experience.
experience that he should have against Alexis
Players
Sanchez.
like Sanchez, yeah.
Right. So he was expecting the ball to come to him, but Sanchez was going forward for
Striker
the ball.
striker instinct, what?
Yeah,
You're going to
striker
attack the ball.
instinct, exactly.
Yeah.
So imagine if Sanchez didn't attack, Gomez made the good decision, right?
Yes,
But
yes.
because of his inexperience, he thinks that, oh,
The ball's going to come to me.
Sanchez is not going to come, he's going
Yeah.
to come to me. So he stand there, and Alexis Sanchez scored. That was the first mistake that we actually did. I mean, I'm not blaming Joe Gomez. I allowed that for him to learn in
Yeah.
the future progress. You know?
Yeah.
If his performance is like this all the time, it's just like fucking drop him, man.
Third
Yeah.
goal?
Second goal was, I don't know what to say.
It's
lah.
too much power from
No,
the shot, though.
It's
don't
not
you
the
think?
power. It's not because of the Xhaka's shot. It's because of the decision Mignolet has.
We always talk about that every season.
No, we
Fucker
didn't talk
can't
about
decide
his
properly.
decision making.
Last season. You do
His
talk?
positioning was his problem the first few seasons.
Yes. But this season is
he
his
lowered his body instead of going for the high ball, right? Right, that's the most common problem that we had last time. But he has fixed that. But the problem now is his
can't
decision
decide
making.
properly. This season has been
He
his
knows
mistakes.
that he should hit the ball out, right? This is very clear mentality of Mignolet. He doesn't want to catch the ball from out top. He just punched the ball out, right? The ball come as a very fast speed, right? But he wants to hit it with one hand.
He should have done
The
it.
fuck are you doing with your right hand?
Yeah.
Are you masturbating?
No, the ball is coming to him. That's the thing. And
So goalkeeping error lah.
it was a huge error.
It was a very bad, what do you call it, decision making.
It was something that could be
So
avoided.
okay, the fault was on Mignolet. What about the third goal?
Third goal is, I think it
Defense
was...
just shut down.
No, I don't think so. I think Arsenal played well on the third goal itself. They felt the momentum came back because they scored 2 goals. It was 2-2 then.
And
And
it was so
everybody's like,
fast.
it's anybody's game
Yeah.
to play already. So Liverpool was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
what the fuck just happened? You know,
Yeah.
2-2.
They felt threatened
After
already.
like, interval was like 3 minutes only. Brilliant play from Ozil and as well as Sanchez, I feel.
Yes.
They both fucking passing the ball around the defense.
There was
I mean,
nothing
that's
that
what
the defense could
Arsenal
have
can
done.
do
Yeah.
as a team, but they haven't been doing it a lot. But you can see the capability of Arsenal.
This is what they can
You
churn
can
out lah.
shit talk about them, about their defense and shit, but when they actually linked up front with Lacazette and also Ramsey, for instance, right, the front is fucking threatening, more threatening than Liverpool, I would say, because they are more top class than, I would say, compared to our lineup. The front four, you have the likes of Sanchez, who
Ozil.
what do you call, leads Chile. You have Ozil plays for Germany, then you have Lacazette. You know, all these players has the caliber of playing.
They're all their
top-class
main
football.
players of the nation.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
As for Liverpool, it's not really. I mean, like Egypt.
Firmino is Egypt,
Egypt.
Salah,
Hey,
yes.
Hey,
Salah.
where's the Egypt spirit?
Right? But for this game itself, it was like, fuck, it was looking like we're going to lose this game because everything from Liverpool was dropped down, the momentum was dropped until they have to pick up after the third goal itself, we had to pick up the momentum again.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only problem I have with Liverpool right now. It's just like they feel comfortable. 2-0, they drop back already.
And that's always been
Right.
our problem.
Yeah, so I always comes with this mentality of I think that's what Liverpool always do as well. They want to score a lot of goals, right? If
To
they
feel
don't
comfortable.
if they don't do that, it's like games can change immediately sometimes.
Okay. What about Arsenal? There's a lot of talks about Sanchez moving to City. Should he
Man.
leave the club?
Leave. If you're going to be a cancer to the club, right?
Why is he a cancer to the club?
Because he's been trying to leave since the start of January. I mean, the
But
start
it's
of
going
the
well, though.
window. There's a certain motive to it. It's like Aubameyang. The only person that I can quickly think about to compare it with is Aubameyang. He can
I'll
perform
tell
for
you.
the club,
I'll tell you my
but
opinion.
he still wants to leave.
What made this whole situation so toxic for Arsenal fans isn't Sanchez's attitude alone,
But it was also
but
the
what
fans.
Ozil said earlier this season when it was his birthday. He wrote a long ass
Yeah,
post
he
on
wrote a-
social media about why he
stays in Arsenal.
He wanted to stay in Arsenal. Why he was convinced to follow Wenger.
Yes.
That sort of pushed aside Arsenal players' priorities. He came out as a representation of a person who plays for the Gunners, who doesn't want glory, but who just wants to play the beautiful game. I think that goes against Sanchez's own personal goals currently. Could that be the reason
be. Yeah,
when you
could
set
be.
the
I mean,
context in that sense?
Look, Ozil has nothing to fight for anymore, don't you think? Like
Why?
he's gone from Werder Bremen to Real Madrid to now carrying Arsenal.
You're saying that Ozil won't go to another club after this? Is
Yeah.
that why you're
I
projecting
think
right
he will
now?
go to the US after this.
Yeah, that's it.
Probably.
I,
Or go back to Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? He's already won the World Cup.
As a really talented player, it's a shame that he didn't win as much trophies
Yes.
compared to other German
Yes.
players.
I think
so
that's it.
To him, to take that attitude, I can understand why. But for Sanchez,
There's still a lot more for him, you know.
yeah.
He's carrying Chile. He has won the Gold Cup with Chile.
Yeah, but this is classic Sanchez. This is also why he left Barca.
Hmm.
Because he couldn't win anything together with Barca. And he didn't get, even when
didn't
they
get a
had
chance
the
to
glory,
play when
even
he
when
was
they
there,
had the
yeah.
glory, he was not the main player.
Yes.
So
This has
imagine-
always been Sanchez's problem.
Imagine Sanchez moved to City. He doesn't have a place there unless Leroy Sané injured lah.
You know what's
what I'm
funny
saying?
about him moving to City, you know? The same person who made him leave is Guardiola.
And he's going back to
Now he's going back to
Guardiola.
Guardiola because
But
City are winning.
If I was Sanchez, I wouldn't want to go to City. But back then, it was probably the case lah. Like August, the transfer window is still open, ma. Chances are, if I leave
Yeah.
now, there's nobody who can replace me.
I
What?
think he would.
I can replace anybody on the.
I don't
what?
think City is his next location.
I don't think so. I think he will leave somewhere else.
PSG, Mbappe, if he wishes to switch out PSG,
Go back to Monaco, right?
or probably Madrid snatch him out.
Or even when
Probably
or-
PSG will be his next location.
yeah, or even when Draxler leaves for all we
Is
know.
Draxler-
Nah,
leaving?
I don't think he's
No, I
gonna
don't think
leave.
he's leaving now that
Yeah.
he's got the spot
Game
already.
time.
Okay, that wraps up the Arsenal-Liverpool talk set. Moving on to our final talk set.
Oh.
We ask this very important question. Should Harry Kane be tested for doping?
Yes.
I actually wrote two
Fuck.
answers. I'll say. I can't remember where I put it. Yes,
I have to cut
I
this
put
out.
yes and no actually. Fuck you. Why you wanna cut me out? But let's go to the games first, okay?
Burnley game, the
Tottenham
3-0 game.
Was I expecting Burnley to concede this large
much?
goal? No.
No, right?
No.
Yeah. After what they did
I was
with-
expecting a draw out of this game. And fucking Kane, I don't know where the fuck he came from.
Yeah, it's tough more way.
Okay,
It's
I
fucking
mean, the
tough more,
first
man.
goal itself, it was a penalty, fine. You know, Dele Alli, I feel Dele Alli died.
It was a dive. It was a
It was
blatant dive.
Oh, a fucking dive.
It was a dive.
And then they got a spot kick. Okay, fine.
Learn it from Ashley Young, man. Even though they hate each other.
They're from England.
Hey
lah.
man, it's
But-
their turf.
Fuck you lah.
But I feel like Burnley, they didn't keep their usual defensive discipline.
No,
in this
because
match
Tarkovsky
too.
was injured in this match.
Yeah, I understand that
Yeah.
one person is injured, but everybody should. I mean, like defensive mindset wise, everybody wants to play have game time. Everybody should have the same level of discipline to play as well.
Fair enough.
Even though they are from the bench, but when they get game time, you should replicate that same form of defense, the same discipline that you have in defense. Right? So for Eriksen to pick out this kind of chances, I was just like, what the fuck, dude? Shows that Tottenham want something out of this.
Yeah.
They
They really
lost-
want to bounce back from their
Yeah.
poor
Yeah.
form lah.
because Champions League is coming, and if they don't buck up, it's just like, fuck,
Yeah,
dude.
and I think they also want to secure another season of Champions League.
Yeah,
so,
I mean-
so maintaining that third, second spot is very important for
The
them.
Christmas period is a very important period because you got that many points up for grabs. Or maybe like 15 to 21 points up for grabs. You want to take as much points as you can from these 4 games in quick succession. Or not, you could live to regret it at the end of the season.
What about the Southampton game?
Man.
Do you think Virgil van Dijk is dearly missed? Because I'm going to ask this question again. Is it the end of the line for Southampton?
No.
Like they have sold all
They've
of
been
them.
churning out talents, dude.
No.
They're coming out with
Yeah.
talents and shit. So
Southampton is a very well-known place for talent.
yeah,
I doubt it's anytime soon.
they'll be lower half of the table expected, but you know. I
They will
don't
still
see
churn
that.
out talent.
They'll still come out with talents and everything.
It's
I mean,
like
a
with
good-
Bolton last time.
Bolton.
Probably Bolton before they were relegated.
Okay.
Bolton and Blackburn. Hey, they created Phil Jones.
I am Phil Jones and I'm Chris Smalling.
Smalling from Fulham.
But for the life of Tottenham against Southampton, that match itself, I feel like
A classic definition of how a team is outclassed.
Yeah.
Like I think what makes Spurs frightening is not so much attacking them, because like what CK said last week, Vertonghen still fucks up sometimes.
fucks up all the
Yeah,
time. Actually.
fucks up.
Nobody just
So
see it.
so going up front to
Because
attack
Alderweireld
them,
is there.
going up front to intimidate them from time to time is not a problem, but it's defending them that becomes a problem, because you have 5 or 6 players in the box and everywhere you look you are cornered.
Yeah.
You are surrounded by the presence of a Spurs player. You have 2
man.
strikers. Dele Alli plays as a shadow. Support from Dembele.
Son.
On the wings you have Son.
And then you have Eriksen in midfield.
Yes,
You mentioned that
it's,
already.
it's super crazy.
And I think in this game as well, Kane had his own agenda in mind already, which was to break the record, because 2 days ago he leveled it
With
the
Alan
hat-trick.
Shearer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
the most
leveled
Premier
it.
League goals scored in the calendar year.
Yeah, in the calendar
37
year.
or 36 goals?
36.
Yeah.
Then he broke it with this one.
38.
Yeah, and now, other than just these 3 goals that he scored, 39 goals now, he has broken Europe's record. He's now one of the top scorers in the Euro top 5 leagues.
Scored more than Messi in 2017.
Yeah, he scored more than Messi in the calendar year.
Oh.
So in his head, if I'm playing against Southampton, which I feel like as a striker, I can definitely break the defense apart. Why not go all out and break the record some more? I have my own bragging rights now.
So back to the question, the doping question, right?
Yeah.
Should we test him for doping?
I think we should.
Evidently,
No harm trying, right?
Evidently,
Yeah.
okay, that is yes, we should. I mean, like evidently as well. If you see the match, have
Man,
you
he's
seen
on-
Kane running?
What the fuck, man?
Have you seen Kane running? He runs faster than Dele Alli, you know, and counter attack. Then he stopped halfway through. I'm like,
There are only 2 possible ways to explain his sudden acceleration.
Drugs.
Drugs, or he's a married man.
what? Or he's running away from.
married!
Or is he
He's already married. He has
Or
2
he's
kids.
running away.
running low, battery running low.
I thought he was running away from marriage. That would make more
Whoa.
funny, right?
Whoa,
Okay,
that's
last
true.
question before we move on. Virgil van Dijk, goodbye for Liverpool or not?
Hard to say. I can't say anything.
Ask him first. Ask him first.
Okay, hard to say for you.
Huh?
Hard for you.
Okay. Before I go into him,
Yeah.
Battery dying faster.
I have nightmares because one, he's the most expensive defender
So?
in the world. Wait, he's the most expensive defender
We
in the
paid
world.
30 million for Lauren.
Okay, continue faster.
He has not played this year.
No, he did.
He did for the first half of the year, which was last season, but this season he's been dogged with injuries and problems with Southampton.
CK?
He's gonna prove something to us. First few games will say that he's a good player or not, but long
The test
term
comes
wise,
after that.
yeah, the test
Yeah.
comes after that. Champions League and
It's
everything.
like
after
Pogba
that.
lah, you're trying to say.
It's okay.
No.
It's good to see Liverpool churning out 75 million pounds, I can finally hit back at Henry already.
But what I'm gonna say is like we need a solid back, and if Van Dijk can provide that, shove it to Henry's mouth, man.
Okay, that brings us
hope
to the
this
end
is the
of this.
case lah.
That brings us to the end of this week's podcast. Don't forget to tune in same time, same place next week. We'll be
Next
having
year.
a lot of matches, including Arsenal versus Chelsea.
Next
but
year.
before that, Happy New Year in advance from all of us here at Sons of Pitches.
New Year.
Until next time, this is the lad signing off. Loads of balls.
This CK Bagos.